having trouble losing weight, want to get healthier, gain muscle, or whatever the case, go to goherbalife.com/Brandon Herbert. Fill out a free wellness profile. It'll ask you a bunch of questions to see how we can better serve you and help you. And on top of that, if you decide to place an order, type in Black Cat 1 and you automatically get 10% off. That's goherbalife.com/Brandon Herbert. What's going on, Panther Nation? It's me, it's your host, it's Brandon Herbert, the Black Cat. We have a lot of stuff to discuss on today's show. You know, the great draft that we've experienced. It was an entertaining draft, a fun draft. We have a lot of thank yous to go around and everything like that. We have a lot of stuff. So let's get it. This is the Black Cats Podcast.
Y'all know what time it is. Why? I like to introduce the song. Bow, and present to many. Carolina Panthers. T1. Let go. There we go again. You know we about to show out, cause we know we gon' win. We ready for the kick out, so go on, let us in, so we can hit the end zone and show you how we dance. Black, blue, silver, white, black, blue. Yeah, black, blue, silver, white, black, blue. Yeah. Game face on, ready for whatever. Rain, sleet, snow, go through any weather. We gon' play to win, as long as we together. We gon' take it out, cause ain't nobody better. Heart of a champ, mind of a winner. All we do is win, that's the anthem. Show up to your city and make a lot of noise, and they be like, who that? Panther! Yeah, we be going hard, and we be going strong. We known very well, cause we be putting on. Losing on condone that, point blank period. Shut the lead down, cause it is that serious. There we go again. You know we about to show out, cause we know we gon' win. We ready for the kick out, so go on, let us in, so we can hit the end zone and show you how we dance. Black, blue, silver, white, black, blue. Yeah, black, blue, silver, white, black, blue. We gon' get it.
What is going on, Panther Nation? We have a great show for you today. We got a lot to discuss about what's going on with our Panthers. Let's just start off with all the pleasantries and everything. You can find me at the Black Cat on Twitter. You can also find my Facebook page at Panther Nation 28, where we have a lot of updates. You can go to my website. Also, you can go to blackcatscommunity.com, and you'll have everything that you need to know about the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, man, like this has been a heck of an off season for us. I really truly believe that we improved in so many different ways. We went a different direction a couple times in the draft. It was just so much that I want to discuss. Like I said, like it was a couple of surprises and everything like that, and we'll discuss how these players in the Carolina Panthers, at least, makes better sense than some of the other players that we kind of wanted Carolina to go with. And I'll tell you about some of the mistakes I think we made, or if we made any mistakes. Yeah, like this draft has been crazy. But first, I'd like to thank the C3 podcast for allowing me to be a guest on their show. It was awesome. I enjoyed myself. It was kind of weird because I usually do this by myself, so I really don't too much have other people on and everything like that. So it was a little bit weird, but it was fun. It was awesome. So yeah, I would love to be able to do it another time and everything like that. But I am super excited about where our podcast is going. Myself and like I said, Uh, we are we're going in the right direction right now. We're getting a little bit more viewers. I'm trying to wait to reach a certain amount. So please, before we actually start going live, and when we go live, it's a definitely we're going to be every week. Like, I'm just trying to get the finances and everything in order, and then I'm trying to get the following up. If I can get the following up to a certain amount, then I will definitely start going live and everything like that. Right now, we're progressing. We're like growing pretty fast right now, but at the same time, we do need to reach a certain level before, so I can have a certain amount of live viewers. There's nothing wrong with listening to it after the fact and everything like that, but I want to have a certain more amount of live viewers so we can interact and everything like that. Please, like I said, if you have any ideas or anything you think I should change or anything you think I need to change or some things I did well, some things I did bad, whatever the case may be, please leave comments, leave your thoughts about my ideas, because everybody's not going to agree with me and everything like that. So, like I said, just leave your ideas, leave things that you think I need to improve on or whatever the case may be, and I want to listen. And please, like I said, we can have a healthy debate or whatever if you don't agree with me. So that's all out the way now. Now let's focus. We're going to start off talking about the draft, and then we're going to also talk about how the draft can actually help us and benefit us towards the future, and what this means for Cam Newton, for Greg Golson, for different players on our team. So let's start off with our first round pick, DJ Moore. DJ Moore, to me, like I said, at first, I really, really thought that we were going to go, once both those receivers are on the board, regardless of who I like, that defensive back or safety or any of that, I knew that we were going receiver, because I can understand if one of those receivers was on the board, but no receiver had been picked to that point. So if if both those receivers were on the board, I knew that the Panthers could not pass that up. So the Carolina Panthers went with DJ Moore. At first, I was kind of puzzled and everything, because I was for sure we were going with Ridley, which either pick to me would have been a great pick. But the reason that I get why they did it, and he has now Ridley out the gate is probably going to be a better receiver for the first half of the season, I'll say. But like I said, that I still don't believe in the Atlanta scheme. But it is a hell of a duo with Julio Jones and then Ridley. And I hate the Falcons, you know that. But I have to give credit where it's due. That is a really good, that is really good duo. So I can't really. I sound foolish if I'm like, oh, they're gonna be. I hope he's a bust. I really do. I hope he's a bust. But I'll sound foolish if that's how I really am looking at it or whatever, because but like I said, Ridley's going to start off great, probably out the gate. But I do think that there's two reasons that I think Carolina decided to go that route and go DJ Moore. DJ Moore, to me, has the highest potential. DJ Moore, Ridley has a very good receiver written all over him. If DJ Moore reaches his potential, he has superstar written on top of his. And let me explain why. One of the real reasons why is not only can he beat you deep and everything like that. He's not the tallest receiver, but he's built like he's fast, and then he's built like a running back as well. So he can break tackles. He's a tackle breaking machine, which I saw a film on him, and that was just incredible to me because he breaks a lot of tackles. And one of the biggest things that I don't know if he can run all the route tree, but one of the biggest things that made me okay with this pick, and it's going to sound crazy, but that's when Steve Smith made his comments. Steve Smith, if you haven't heard by now, which most of you probably have, he said, basically the Carolina Panthers have never been able to replace me when I left until now. He is the biggest DJ Moore fan that there is, and that says a lot because Steve Smith, if you notice, he doesn't really compliment a lot of receivers like that, like especially young receivers and everything like that. He doesn't go out his way. I mean, he compliments them, but he doesn't go out his way to, see it as like, hey, this receiver is going to be great. Like, and he did that, and that said a lot to me. Like, if Steve Smith can view it as that, then maybe I needed to take a second look. So what I did was I went back. I started looking at the film. I've looked at, probably, I'll say about 7-8 games of his. And this kid is actually phenomenal. Like, if you look at it, he is, like, he's a baller. And now, I think right out the gate, because I'm not saying I don't believe in Devin Funchess, but I personally think that Devin Funchess may only have the potential of a high-end number 2. And maybe a low-end number 1, but at the same time, you want your number 1 receiver to be a superstar. And I do believe that DJ Moore right out the gate will start off being our number 1 receiver. I already got him going over 1,000 yards, maybe like 7-8 touchdowns. And if you place him into an offense right now, it looks like, and it's crazy because that one little piece looks like it can help and be beneficial to so many pieces on our offense. First off, the biggest help is going to be the Cam Newton. You have 2 players now. You can dump it off, and they can make something happen with the ball. You have Christian McCaffrey, and you also have DJ Moore. But the difference is between DJ Moore and Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore is 210 pounds, but he's like really, really muscular, really big, and he's really, really strong. So you can dump it off to him, and he can just shove a couple defenders out the way and make something happen with the ball. So I think he's going to make Curtis Samuel better. I think he's going to make. I do still think, and I'm probably one of the only ones that believe in Bird still. But I think he's going to make Bird better. I mean, just look at this offense. We would have Torrey Smith, Bird, Samuel, DJ Moore, Wright, Greg Olsen, Christian McCaffrey. And this is my bold prediction. If the players that I really think that will succeed, like from the jump, like in training camp and in preseason, I predict either Wright or the receiver that we traded. I'm going a blank right now, but the receiver we traded for from the Eagles won't make the team, because I believe that this regime loves our young talent and see enough if they can stay on the field healthy. And I think this might be the one year that we carry the most receivers on our roster. I think we might only carry like 3 running backs this year, because I really do believe that we're going to carry like about 7, maybe 8, maybe not 8, but 7 receivers. I do believe that we're going to carry some receivers on our roster. And DJ Moore, I think it's a good and a bad thing for Cam Newton. And I'll explain why I say bad. Because for years, we've been talking about Cam Newton, and like I've always held him accountable, but there are some fans that don't think realistic and be like, I was talking to one guy, and he was like, everybody overthrows receivers, blah blah blah. That may be true, but I challenge any of you, and you like I said, hit me up on Twitter, Black Cat 1, Black KAT 1, and send me a video that shows Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, or somebody like that missing on some of the throws that Cam Newton misses on. Like, Cam Newton makes the most spectacular throws that like only 3 or 4 people can make in this world. But then when it's the easiest throw in the world, like they're like right in front of you, he misses them. Like, and I'm not talking like misses. I'm talking like a bad miss. And it's because he throws off his back foot when there's no pressure. Like, and that's something he needs to work on. And I do believe this year, and I know I said it last year, but this year is most definitely make it or break it year for Cam Newton. Not saying that we're going to get rid of him or nothing, but Cam Newton has always been in the good, great, and elite. So he's been drifting up and down, up and down, up and down. So I believe with my heart of hearts, this is the year that Cam Newton solidifies, what are you? Who are you, Cam Newton? Who are you? Because every year you might have had some type of excuse. Oh, you know, he didn't have enough weapons, blah, blah, blah. This year, at least on paper, you cannot say that anymore. It's no way you can say that because Cam Newton has an array of different weapons, and not just the weapons he has. Like, you got to see, and I've explained it thousands of times, Cam Newton in this system, he's in Norv Turner's system with a new quarterback coach. And I'm telling you, this system is going to be so much better, so much faster. It's going to allow receivers to run wide open. And that's what Shula wasn't doing. Because you to be an offensive coordinator, you have to scheme your receivers open. You have to scheme them open, and that's the biggest job that you have as an offensive coordinator, not just the plays. Well, the plays account for scheming them open, but I'm saying, like, you have to scheme them open. So receivers will be starting to run wide open. But now it's up to Cam. It's time to put up or shut up. It's up to you, Cam Newton, to make things happen. You don't have to do it all by yourself anymore. You really don't. And I know it's a big if because they haven't stayed healthy. DJ Moore really hasn't had injuries in his career, but I'm saying for Curtis Samuel and Bird and them, if they all stay healthy, and Torrey Smith and everybody, if they all stay healthy, Cam Newton, you have zero excuses now, sir. And I love it. I love it because now it's a put up or shut up. Now, he's never going to be a bad quarterback or anything like that. At least he's still in the prime of his career. But are you elite? Are you good? Are you great? What are you, Cam Newton? What are you? Like, DJ Moore, like I said, he's going to put up good numbers this year. I really, really do believe it. And if you look at how he plays exactly how Steve Smith plays. He plays with a lot of anger, a lot of passion. Like, Steve Smith came out and he was considered not a great route runner, not this. He was considered just a punt return guy. And I know that I was looking at NFL Network and everything. They say that Calvin Ridley, he's a little faster, which I don't know if that's true, but maybe he is on the game film and everything like that. But this kid still ran a 4.43. He's not slow. Like, he can get it. He can book it. So, that was the first round. Now, the second round and the third round, I'm up in the air with. I'm not upset about it because we got the fastest player, one of the fastest players in the draft. We got Jackson, the cornerback, and I watched a little bit of film on him. And he's really fast. He can do a better job at breaking at the ball. He's instinctive, but not like he has really good instincts, but not elite instincts. And he can actually have potential. And see, the thing is, because he's so fast, I do believe that he might work because we play more zone. But then again, I heard that this year we're going, with Washington taking over, we're still going to be in zone-based defense, but we're going to be playing more man than we have in years past. And if that's the case, I'm scratching my head on this pick. Not saying he's a bad cover corner, but at the same time, like we had Jackson out, the one that went to Green Bay. We had different players out there. We had Justice Reed out there. We had Harrison out there. We had players that we skipped over constantly, over and over again. And one of my favorite players, which he be an absolute beast, is Landry. Landry 2 years ago, he was injured last year. And Landry 2 years ago had 16 and a half sacks. He doesn't have off the field problems. He doesn't have any of that. He was the perfect Carolina guy. And we skipped him time after time after time. And I really have to question that. I get that we needed a defensive back. But once Johnson or Jackson, whatever his name was, once he was off the board when Green Bay took him, that was the perfect opportunity to take Landry or Reed or Harrison or somebody that could help us right now. And I know that he's a lanky cornerback, and we're gonna give him a shot to do to play on the outside, and see. But we already have Crockle. He's the lefty cornerback that we just signed. I do like the fact that we are loading up in positions because we have an overcrowded receiver room, we have an overcrowded cornerback room, and everything like that. Now, so maybe it will work out. So I'm not doubting that it will work out. I'm just saying I question that over the talent that was on the board, and that one was I still understood why they did it. The third round pick, I'm sorry. It was just a horrible pick. When you had Reed on the board, you had Harrison on the board, and I believe Landry still was on the board. He might have been gone by then, but I don't get it. I really don't. I watched film on this kid, and he's not a bad cornerback, or we're gonna move him to safety, so he's not bad. This is one of my problems with him. He actually has really, really, really good instincts, but he doesn't have really good hands. When I say that, I guess it's good to still have pass breakups, but when you want a safety, you want somebody to be a difference maker. Now, I will say I listened to his interview. I was going to have the interview on here on the podcast, but I really didn't have time to get it. But I listened to his interview, and he is a very, very intellectual kid. He is, he's very well spoken. I can understand why Carolina liked him so much. There's I believe that hopefully he can be something because we need help at safety, and hopefully that we're not done with it or anything of that nature. But hopefully we can get Eric Reed in. We can get either Vaccaro in. We need some other body because seriously, I don't think that he's going to be a starting corner. And I don't know why you have Adam still out there. He's like 30 years old, slow as dirt. So maybe, I don't know. Like, I know that they have a plan, but I will say our team with those picks that I just named before I even get to the rest got a whole lot faster. And that was one of the biggest emphasis that Marty Hurney has been talking about for the longest. Got to get faster. So, you want to get faster. You draft the fastest cornerback in the draft. You draft the burner like DJ Moore. You know, I understand why he did certain things he did, but we need another safety. Like, I don't understand. And can somebody tell me, first of all, why is Shepard still on this team? I mean, I know I'm flip flopping. I'm going back to offense, but I actually just thought of that. Like, why is he still on this team? Like, we got so many receivers. He has no shot at making another team. So as you you can at least do him a favor and cut him so he could have gotten on like a team. Like, if you cut him right now, he's harder to get on the team. Like, somebody tell me why Shepard's on the team still. Like, he did nothing for us last year. He's going to do nothing for us this year because he's not going to have the opportunity to. I mean, when he did get the opportunity last year, he was dropping balls left and right. So, like I said, he needs to go. But, like I said, we need to needed to get a lot faster. We got a lot faster. And we drafted for all three levels on defense, which I'm very happy with that. And our fourth round pick is probably one of the more optimistic picks that I actually have. I didn't mind that pick whatsoever. Greg Olsen, he's not getting any younger. Ian Thomas, what I saw when I watched film, like, he's an okay route runner, but contrary to people's belief, he can run past you. And his story is amazing. His story is amazing. If you haven't listened or looked at his story and everything like that, and seen everything that he's been through, I really advise you to go look it up. I mean, I believe he lost both his parents before the age of 10. Like, I mean, it's a very incredible story, and it's a sad story, but it shows how motivated he was to make something of himself. And I believe that is a great character guy that we would love to be part of the Carolina Panthers. I'm so glad that we decided to give him a shot. And plus, you're learning behind one of the best tight ends in the league, Greg Olsen. Like, and who's to say, like, even though that was his first year getting hurt, Greg Olsen, he might get hurt again, and Ian Thomas would have to step up. Like, so, like, I am so excited about how our roster is turning out. Like, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be hot. In round 4, we got Marquise Haynes. He's a DN, but he's like a pass rusher. He's been actually compared to Mario Addison a lot. Then we got, I really don't pay too much attention. Like, I would hope one of these guys broke out and everything like that, but I don't really pay too much attention to the late round picks. So in round 5, we have Jermaine Carter Jr. He's a linebacker from Maryland. Then we didn't have a 6th round pick, but we had 2 7s. So we got Andre Smith, a linebacker out of North Carolina, and then we have Kendrick Norton, D lineman. I think he played D tackle, I believe. So, like, I mean, please let me know what y'all think of my analysts in the draft. Like, I know that this is not going to be like the longest of podcasts or whatever of any of my podcasts because I just really, really thought I should get in about the draft because it's been an up and down draft. Like I said, we missed out on several opportunities, I believe, in not grabbing Harrison. That is going to be a heck of a pickup for the Jaguars. Like that's crazy. Like I can't believe that he lasted that long, and that he's a first round talent. Remember, most of us wanted him in the first round. He's the first round talent that fell to what the third round or something like that. I know that we passed him up twice, so it's ridiculous. You know, some there are a lot of keynotes and everything. You know, I know this isn't about Carolina, but Josh Rosen, but first of all, Cleveland. I don't know what Cleveland is thinking. Maybe Baker Mayfield will be the best out the bunch. I can understand them taking a shot with Baker Mayfield because he's very accurate. He reminds you of Drew Brees and all that kind of stuff. I was probably one of the biggest Wards fans, you know, that there is. But you pass up Bradley Chubb. You pass up, having like let's say, all right. So let's say that the cornerback, if he could be elite, that elite level of play at cornerback may last, and it's usually not even that long, but may last 3 to 4 years. If you have freaking Myles Garrett on one end and Bradley Chubb on the other, that has the potential to last a decade of just pure pass rush madness. I think that was a mistake. I really do think that's a mistake. I know it's a Carolina Panther podcast, but I just had to get that out there. Like, what in the world were you thinking, Cleveland? Like, nobody would want to play Cleveland. I'm telling you, nobody would want to play Cleveland if I don't know what they were thinking. And Josh Rosen, I think he is one of the best quarterbacks that was in the draft. It's stupidity because he's never been arrested. He's never been nothing like that. If you're talking about his attitude or rubbing people the wrong way, if you're winning, those people won't care. So I don't understand why he was drafted so late. But good luck to the kid and everything like that. Let's see. I think that might be just about all that we have for you today. Love you guys. Thank you guys for all your support. I appreciate you guys. I really, really, really do. Like I tell you all the time, you can find me on Twitter, BlackCat1, BlackKat1. You can go to my website. You can go to Black Cat Community. It should have updated articles and everything starting back really soon. And you can find the podcast on there. Please like, share, subscribe on YouTube or wherever you're listening to. Like and share it, please. I really, really do appreciate it. Like I said, I want to try to build my following up a little bit. And yeah, so so please, like I said, just share, like, and everything. And also you can you can go to my sponsor and go to Herbalife. Go Herbalife.com/Brandon Herbert. You get a free wellness profile where it's telling you how they can better help you. And you also, if you do decide to place an order or anything like that, you type in Black Cat 1. So Black KAT 1 in the promo section, and you get an automatic 10% off. So thank you guys so much, like I said once again, and keep pounding. We got this year. We're gonna surprise a lot of people because apparently a lot of analysts still picking Atlanta over us, or still picking, the Saints over us. Well, I can understand the Saints, them picking them, but they're acting like we're a slouch. So I do believe that this year we're gonna surprise a lot of folks. So especially with the new coaching, like the coaching thing is the most underrated thing. Like we got North Turner, we got Washington, so we're not going to be that blitz happy like we were last year, and it's going to put Luke Kuechly and Thomas Davis and all our linebackers and stuff in a better position. So like I said, we're going to surprise a lot of people. So like I said, keep pounding, you guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys for all your support. Share the show, like the show, subscribe on YouTube, please. And like I tell you every week, if you're not a Panther fan, you're not a fan at all. Peace.
Y'all know what time it is. Why? I like to introduce the song. Bow, ha, and present to many. Ha, Carolina Panthers. T1, let go. There we go again. You know we about to show out, cause we know we gon' win. We ready for the kick out, so go on, let us in, so we can hit the end zone and show you how we dance. Black, blue, silver, white, black, blue. Yeah, black, blue, silver, white, black, blue. Yeah. Game face on, ready for whatever. Rain, sleet, snow, go through any weather. We gon' play to win, as long as we together. We gon' take it out, cause ain't nobody better. Heart of a champ, mind of a winner. All we do is win, that's the anthem. Show up to your city and make a lot of noise, and they be like, who that? Panther! Yeah, we be going hard, and we be going strong. We known everywhere, cause we be putting on. Losing on condone that, point blank period. Shut the league down, cause it is